What is up, Ive Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and I'm going to give you 3 new tricks that you can use with intermittent fasting to make it work if it's just not working for you, or if you hit some type of a plateau with the protocol. I'm going to go ahead and break it down in this video. Stay tuned. Alright guys, not going to bog you down with my jump rope, only $16.50. You can click on the top right hand corner or down in the description box below. Yes, it is a speed rope with a swivel design that is only $16.50. So you can get a really good rope for a very good deal. Link will be down in the description box below. And of course, as always guys, thank you for your support. Now let's go ahead and jump right into the video. All right, the first thing that I'm going to say is going to probably be a little controversial in what I've said before in the past, but you have to understand that the way studies work, there's always the respondent group and the non-responder group. Nothing is always absolute. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're not losing weight or there's a stall or something is going on, try to drastically change your eating schedule and see what that does for you. Some people actually do better with eating earlier. Some people do better with eating later. And remember, even though the studies are showing that early time restricted feeding may have some type of benefits that are attached to the circadian rhythm that we normally all kind of are in line with, there could be elements depending on if you work during the overnight, if you work certain hours of the day, if you work multiple days a week, and things like that can throw off normal biological elements that other people would experience. So you want to shake things up just to see if this works better for you or not. Now, if it's working for you and you're doing what you're doing and you don't have any worries, then you can stick to it. But if you're trying it and it's not working for you and you want to put it at a comfortable time, try to change it drastically as kind of a test to see if you can make everything just budge for you. Number 2, which is another thing you can do kind of as a test, is increase your fasting time just to test it out, to see if you get a little bit more out of it. It could help you hormonally, not just with the continuous fat burning system that comes from fasting, and the longer you fast the more you're burning, but also just from the hormonal elements that come with, for example, ghrelin secretion, where you feel hungrier, satiety, where you feel full or you feel that you're satisfied with the foods that you're eating. If you try to increase your fasting time, you might activate more of these hormonal elements that can make it easier for you to eat less in the long run, which helps you lose more weight, because calories in versus calories out is still part of the equation. Intermittent fasting helps you burn fat, directly focusing on fat burning, but you still have to be at a caloric deficit. So you still want to make sure that you're doing things that help you to be in that caloric deficit, because the psychological element is always going to be there, and the hormonal elements as well, where your body's pushing you to eat, making you feel hungry, making you not feel full, lagging or reducing in leptin release so that you feel full when eating. All of these different things that can actually work against you, you want to make sure that they're working for you. So it's not simply about the whole weight loss and fat loss portion that comes from the longer fast. It's also to see if you can trigger these other hormonal events that can actually help you when it comes to eating. And number 3, which is the most important thing, is to make sure you stay consistent with your IF protocol. Now, if you need to shift it around or do what you need to do, that's fine. But consistency could be the culprit right there. Maybe you feel that it's not working, but you're not paying attention to how many times you come off of the protocol. You're probably coming off of the protocol way too many times, where you're not letting it actually get enough of a ball rolling to get you into that fat adapted and fat burning stage where you're effectively burning fat and you're consistently at a caloric deficit, because you're on it Monday, but you get off Tuesday, and Wednesday you're off of it, and then Thursday, Friday you're on it, and Saturday you're on it, but then Sunday you get off of it, and then Tuesday you get, it's just so inconsistent that your protocol is not actually giving you anything, because you're never actually giving it the ability to give you anything back in return. So then you feel like the fasting that you're doing is not working, but you're not focusing on the lack of inconsistency with the intermittent fasting protocol. You have to be consistent with it for it to work. If you're not consistent with it, it just won't work, because nothing is measured by days. We measure days because it's just easier to do and it's understandable and it's easy to digest. But really, your body works on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, decade system. It's always working. It's always doing something. It's always, like if you did it for Monday and Tuesday, but not Wednesday and Thursday, then that's one package. That's not you did it on Monday, Tuesday, and not Wednesday, Thursday. That's all part of your biology. You are now going backwards because of Wednesday and Thursday, as opposed to continuing to get more fat adapted and continuing to be more effective with your metabolic switchover and burning body fat. So I know this video was quick, but hopefully it was informative for you and it could help you if you're feeling stuck right now. If this video is helpful for you, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you get more videos like this whenever I drop them. And of course, I want to thank my patrons for my Patreon, and I'm going to go ahead and put their names right up here.